So there is a growing trend among the Sri Lankan youths to go for migration for recognized universities for their higher studies. After getting their degrees, most of them may return back to the country because of the prevailing country situation is not conducive for them to perform in their professions. And in a long run, I see there is a tendency of brain drain situation also. So what is your view and what's your advice to overcome this situation?
I think that the economy of Sri Lanka collapsed. So it's natural that Sri Lankans will go overseas. And I will say that we should think of it as something very positive, because those Sri Lankans who go overseas, they will still love Sri Lanka. Whom do you love the most in your life? I want to ask each one of you. You love your mother. You cannot forget her. Your mother country is like that. You will continue to reflect and return back to your country and help your country. So if people want to leave overseas, let them go overseas. Don't try to stop them. But what you should try to do is to build a bridge, to build a connection for the flow of support by maintaining that link. Create opportunities for every Sri Lankan professional who is overseas to come back and to serve in the very industry or the sector that person has specialty. I'll give you 2 or 3 examples of Sri Lankans who went overseas. One was Lakshman Kadiragama. He went overseas, and then after that, he studied at a prestigious university in the UK, and then he came back and he served as Sri Lanka's foreign minister. In my view, he was the best foreign minister. You think if he didn't study at Oxford, he would have done so brilliantly? No. You think if he didn't serve in an international organization in Geneva, he would have done so brilliantly? No. The foreign exposure is so important, so crucial. I'll give you another example. There was a man called Hamilton Shirley Amarasinghe. He's the man who crafted the law of the sea. Our Navy officers should know that. He wrote the first draft. He was the president of the United Nations General Assembly in 1976. There was another brilliant lawyer who I knew, that is Chris Pinto. Brilliant. He was a judge of the Hague Tribunal. I last met him in The Hague with Ravinatha Aryasinghe, who was our ambassador in Brussels. Then we had Chris Veeramantri, who was a judge of the International Criminal Court. Sri Lanka produced some of the most brilliant people because they went and studied overseas. So don't worry so much about Sri Lankans leaving overseas, but invest your time not closing the door for them to go, but building the bridge for them to come back and help Sri Lanka.